has a pistol in his hand.
Yes.
I mean, any other guy would.
And he's law enforcement.
And so he has full. He can shoot to kill and dog.
He's surrounded by his men who also have machine guns.
Yeah, and now the moment the dog attacks him, he's like, nah, nah. But the moment the moment the dog would have like charged, we're like, pow.
It's true. Yeah. These are supposed to be trained professionals, men in black, if you will. I mean, how the fuck are they going to stop an alien? They can't stop a junkyard dog.
Well, that's why they didn't win. So, I mean, the movie itself, I didn't like the quality of the film, and I'm not a kid, so I was bored. I fell asleep. I have to admit, I could see kids liking it, but one of the things that did stand out to me. Hey man,
you're supposed to be a professional. You can't be falling asleep.
I'm supposed to.
You were snoring audibly. The only reason,
Leon was?
No, Leon. The only reason I didn't wake his ass up is because I just couldn't bring myself to do that to him.
You son of a bitch trying to call me out. You not
only slept, you were checking email.
Yeah, shit, I had to do something. But no, I will say one of the things I did like about it is that they had several actors. I mean, for this to be some made-for-TV sci-fi movie, you had some actors in here who were trying their best. I mean, they were acting their ass off.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
I was going to say, I'm not sure.
Well, when I say that,
I thought everybody in here sucked.
I don't think they sucked, but they had a really good, likable cast.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. They really kind of put, and it was from a humorous angle. I mean, I'm not saying that they were being dramatic or anything, because I'll admit, this is the first time I just had to give up and say Dwayne Johnson is not that good.
I mean, the thing is, he can be good. He's not phenomenal. And in a role like this where it's so underwritten, that's when you pull in a guy like a Chris Tucker or a Jim Carrey, somebody who's all over the place and can take a poorly written role, and they bring whatever personality they have to it, and you want to see them.
Yeah, but you just named a movie I don't want to see. Chris Tucker as a cab driver driving around two alien white kids.
Honestly,
oh my God, I've already seen that movie in my head, and it's not good. The problem is the director. Really, it's like, because there are actors in here I know are good actors.
Yeah.
But the director doesn't know when to cut away. He doesn't know when to show like that them actually delivering their lines and when just to get the fuck away from them. The Rock doesn't know what to do half the time.
Well, yeah, no, they had some shots of him. There was a shot where there's a spaceship leaving, and he's looking up. He's like smiling and trying to cry.
It's like embarrassing.
Yeah, it was like, come on, man.
Yeah, I think Corey nailed it on the head. This thing is underwritten. There was one really good line of dialogue in the whole movie, and aside from that, there was nothing else that was sharp. We just spent 10 minutes going over just half of the plot holes in this film. Half. Yeah. Just half. I mean, this thing is so riddled with inconsistencies, plot holes, and just things that the kids won't think about, and the kids are going to have a lot of fun with.
Right.
I liken this to one of the goofy 80s sci-fi movies that you love as a kid, and then you grow up to watch and go, wow, that didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well,
just like the original Witch Mountain movie.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, I enjoyed watching, what's that girl played? Carla Gugino?
Yeah.
I mean, she had fun with her small role. I mean, she
little
made
bit
me
she
laugh.
You liked her because she's starting to look older.
I like her because she walked away from me a few times. She had got an ass on her, so I'm grasping for straws here in this movie. I was bored as hell until she turned around. But see,
man, I feel bad for The Rock because he is going to look bad, and there's just so many places where it's written where he's got to set up for a joke, but yet no punchline.
Well, no, I mean, look, they just didn't give him anything to do. He's a guy that I think is good if he's well directed. So you had a point about that director, but
and the casting director, what was that? Bringing Gary Marshall.
That's what I was going to
say. As an expert on UFOs, Gary Marshall.
But
that made no sense.
Like, he made me laugh, though. That's what I'm saying.
Gary Marshall always makes you laugh.
Exactly.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
The three of you witnessed this reported UFO crash.
That's right.
We were wondering if there was any intel out there amongst your sources.
We have reason to believe a team of government-sponsored covert operatives recovered the spacecraft.
Okay, back up a little. This is not space camp. You know, you're very lucky, you two, that you didn't come face to face with the aliens who are in that craft. They're like deadly praying mantises. They eat your flesh.
Oh yes, we are indeed lucky kids not to have had our flesh eaten by the aliens.
You got that right. Okay, let's go to work here. I got an email from a source that sent me this satgram.
Where would they take the spaceship?
Well, from the size and scope of the crash, I would say there's only one possibility.
Which
mountain? What, are we a singing group here? Let me talk and you guys know.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
But he was given nothing and so miscast.
Well, there's also a few other surprise cameos in here, including one from Cheech Marin because, well, you always have to have a surprise cameo by Cheech Marin. And there's a couple of cameos by the kids who were in the original Witch Mountain, and they look to be probably in their late 40s, early 50s now.
Whoever wrote a movie about aliens here clearly has nothing but disdain for people who believe in aliens, though, which is the weirdest thing.
I don't know. There was actually there's a little in joke there for like hardcore alien people.
The trust no one joke.
No. There's actually a moment where somebody walks up to talk to Carla Gugino, and she goes, "Whitney, not now."
Right.
And
it's Whitley Strieber.
Who wrote Communion.
But every single character in here who believes in aliens is a complete and utter nut job, like to the point where like they're just preposterously nut jobby, way past the nut jobby they are. I'm a skeptic and don't believe in aliens, but even I was like, "Hey, fucking lay off, Jesus Christ!"
This was for kids.
Yeah, but
I mean, you do realize this is called Race to Witch Mountain by,
I know, but that's
by
the thing.
Disney.
It's like an alien movie. It's a pro believing in aliens
Cyrus,
movie.
honestly, do you know anybody who believes in aliens who isn't a nut job?
Yeah, he used to be on The Real Deal.
That would be
Oh, no,
me.
wait, he's a nut
actually,
job.
I'm
you're
the
the all
guy
around
who's
nut job no
not
matter
a
what.
Nut job.
Thank you for proving my point.
Exactly. We caught you. How many times do we have to take tin foil off your head?
Hey, I do not want them reading my thoughts and getting my reviews in advance. They can read
know
it when
what?
I post it.
I would love for an alien to read your mind, because we would cut to that alien, and that alien would be having a pistol and put it into his head, just blowing his brains out.
They'd blow up the planet.
I can't take this shit. But I mean, you know something? I will say I'm trying to be fair here. I don't know how to gauge this movie. It's for kids.
I know how to gauge it. I just don't know how to rate it.
That's-
Because
okay.
for a kid's going to love it just like we love the other Witch Mountain
keep
movies.
saying that, though, but you know the thing is, they weren't making this just for kids. They really wanted this to cross barriers, and that's where I draw the line and go, no, I'm going to rate this as a movie for everyone. And on that level, this is a some old bullshit. And I'm sorry, I have to give it that. There is not one moment in this whole thing that I liked. I cringed more and more and more. You two slept through half the movie, so I don't even want to hear it from you. Okay. So I was up for every second of this, and my brain was fighting. My brain was clenching around my spinal column, trying to send me to sleep, and I fought it.
Don't
This
fuck with
sucks.
Cyrus's aliens.
This is Race to Go Fuck Yourself Mountain.
Yeah, damn. Y'all can talk about God and Jesus all you want, but you start fucking with aliens, Cyrus gets offended.
Well, I mean, after sitting through Watchmen last week, I'm glad we finally got a good movie to
Don't
to
even
review.
mention that. Now you're gonna have all these talk about nut jobs. They're gonna come right back out again.
Yeah, you know, we should talk a little bit about Watchmen just to drive up the comments.
This movie was so much better than Watchmen.
This is a Saturday afternoon matinee. It is not anywhere near a full price movie for kids, but it's the type of thing that if you've got age appropriate kids and they want to see it, take them on a Saturday afternoon, go to a matinee, enjoy it. For everyone else, it's at best a rental. I don't agree that it's some old bullshit, because there were a few cute moments in it, and overall I was never bored and it never offended me. So, you know, I enjoyed parts of it, so I would give it a rental. But for kids, it's a matinee, and it's a solid matinee.
I see, Carla, I think you're being completely fair about the movie, and I would just about agree with you on everything you said. However, I got to say, the ending really drove it down a major point for me.
You mean that part where you woke back up and were actually seeing the movie and go, wow, this sucks.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah, you're right.
Sad days, sad days, sad days.
Sad days.
There seemed to be that point where I thought, oh, okay, they've ended it, and they decided to show like the epilogue, and it's like, oh, The Rock gets to wear makeup. That's the ending. I'm like, damn. Now we're teetering into some old bullshit area.
Come on, man. Now he's feeding you thoughts. Come on.
No. I am really so right between these guys, where I agree with Carlisle. You know, the kids are going to love it, and it's a good matinee for them. And if you take a pillow, and it'll work out for you just perfectly.
I can't believe you slept through that. That movie was loud.
That's why I didn't wake him up. He was snoring really loudly, but no one could hear him but me.
I couldn't hear him. He was like 3 chairs over. I didn't hear him at all.
I was like, fuck it, let him sleep.
Now that is true. I don't know how bad I do when I sleep. Do I snore as bad? Because I know this fool. He does that.
No,
at home.
you just go unconscious, and we only know if you're awake or not if your cell phone light. If we can see that under your shirt.
Yeah, man.
Because if we can see that,
you're
we
in
know
sleep,
you're
your
awake.
cell phone is on. I don't know how you see any movie. As a matter of fact, y'all, don't listen to Corey Cyrus ratings because he's actually rating the text messages he got while he was sitting in the theater.
Yeah.
This fool will pull a Homer Simpson. I mean, his neck is bent and his tongue is up in the air. He's like,
Yeah, he's chainsawing over there.
but you know something, man. I have to agree with you. I do think kids will, if they were to be taken to a matinee, it's one of those movies. Look at Cyrus over here shaking his head.
My head itched.
I'm just saying. I'm saying, look, if you go into this, I hope it's because your kids are bothering you, and take them to a matinee. And if you can sleep through it or whatever, you might be able to get through it.
Listen,
on your own, it's some old bullshit.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. It is one of those movies where I have to say it is strictly a matinee for kids. I don't understand if adults would want to see this on their own. I mean, the only way you're really going to enjoy it is if you have kids.
Well, a lot of people are going to want to see it because they're rock fans.
Yep.
And this is not a movie for rock
And
fans.
Or they
really?
have fond memories of films, the original films, which, trust me, you remember them as a kid. Watch them now, and you'll go, "Wow, what the fuck did I see in there?"
Yeah. I mean, and I'm thinking you're right. I am thinking about the first Witch Mountain. I mean, for God's sake, man, one of the kids had to play a harmonica to get his psychic powers going. I mean, so it's like, damn, yeah. So it's not. I mean,
Forgot about that.
This ain't that far from what they did in the past. So,
No.
and you don't realize how people who have kids don't get out the house that much. So shit, they might be happy to get out and watch this shit too. So I'm gonna say matinee for it.
Well, just keep in mind, list my rating as a. Wait, did I say rental or some old
You
bullshit?
said you said, but rental for kids and some old bullshit for anyone else.
Okay.
I think.
Man, that's an extreme right there.
I know.
I'm sorry. This is a some. I can't.
I feel like those
This is some
filter
old
down
bullshit.
to rental. But then but if somebody was to say like, so you give the same rating you give Watchmen, I'd be like, no.
You can't. You
But
cannot,
maybe I do.
You can't compare the two. They're two completely different films going in with completely different expectations.
Dude, this is no technically better film than the original films, and those were crap. And it's been like 30 years. It
Damn,
should
Cyrus,
be better.
Okay, Cyrus is convincing me, man. I gotta go. I gotta go with some old
Did
bullshit.
The Rock touch you inappropriately?
No.
What happened to you?
Nothing about this movie touched me in any way.
Oh, wait
What?
a minute. No, maybe I'll go back up to rental because
Okay, I didn't. You
it's
know,
not
you
as bad
no,
as Southland Tales.
God damn it, no, you stop. Okay, just stop. All right, you drive me crazy over here with flip flop between these ratings.
I know his rating little thing sliding down is going to look like the
He always
slot
does this.
Yeah,
machines.
you're right. Okay, maybe I better go ahead and put it back at.
I've seen him in the middle of a group of people, and everybody gives an opinion, and he's the only one up there with steam coming out of his ears. Like, maybe you have a point. Oh, but no, maybe you have a point. It's like, damn it, you just don't.
He's the John Kerry of movie review.
Hey man, I'm trying to be fair. Unlike our last president, I'm willing to admit that like maybe I didn't take the best tack with that.
It's fucking Race to Witch Mountain. Give it a rental.
No, I did not have sex with that movie.
Now you know what The Rock. His name in this movie was what? Jack Bruno.
Jack Bruno.
Jack. I would have loved it if at the end those two kids would have been like, "Thank you, Jack Bruno. You have served your purpose for us. There's only one more thing," and then they like pull their mask back and they're like reptile creatures. They attack him and eat his ass at the
That would
end.
have been awesome.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
I would have loved that.
Like,
I would have
let
changed
us
my
show you
whole
our
view
true
of it.
faces.
Yeah.
I would have been like, somebody at Disney is so fired.
You do know how to fly this thing, right?
How do you think we got here?
Well, you crashed, remember?